I want to know what the fuck is in our water. Look at this. I make my own water and it's pure, ain't nothing in it but purity and energy, whatever. But watch. Tap water, right? What is all that fucking shit floating around in there? Focus, mother. Man, focus. Serious? See it all? I mean, I don't understand what that's supposed to be. Why would you... Why is there stuff floating in there? That's gross. I'm pretty sure that, your water is supposed to be pure and clean. That doesn't appear to be too freaking clean to me. What the heck is this stuff floating around in there? What is all that? That's freaking gross. Gross. And then look at my water. Ooh. Is that...
I want to redo the whole bathroom. I want it to be a whole different thing.
Okay, we're not worried about that right now.
Yes.
We're looking at this energized, pure, clean water right here compared to this. Look at that freaking solid white mass of whatever the fuck that is. You're not old enough to go through menopause. Don't turn the fan on. Wait. Floaters everywhere.
I think we need to change the filter.
Just do it.
Oh, yeah.
I don't change filters. That's what I pay you for. Look at that. And look at that. Okay. Look at this. Gross. So, Citrus Heights water supply, can you explain to me why the water, when you freeze it, is white like that? Look, mine's frozen. Mine's not white at all. That's no chalky white looking, that's just pure water. It's not spring, it's just pure water. Why? Why is the Citrus Heights local water supply tainted with chlorine, fluoride, pesticides, pharmaceuticals, plastic, estrogen? Why is our water so contaminated? Why does our water treatment plant treat the water with chlorine? Is it because it's cheap? Because you could treat it with 35% food grade hydrogen peroxide, which is a much better way of killing pathogens and viruses and all that. And all that would do is put extra oxygen in our water, and giving people extra oxygen makes them have more energy and kills cancer and all disease. Why don't you use 35% food grade hydrogen? Why don't you stop giving us the piss and shit water? You know, we just get the stuff that comes off the top, the stuff that runs down our toilets and off on the streets. Folks, that's the water that we get. They don't give us the ground aquifer water, the stuff naturally filtered through by the earth. We don't get that. We get the poo-poo and the pee-pee water and the toilet paper water. And I'm pretty sure that shit floating around in there, toilet paper. Think about it. Get some toilet paper, throw it in a glass of water. And it probably gonna look with some floaters like that stuff does. Nasty, right? We get the surface water only. Not a natural spring. No, we don't get that. The Romans did that shit. They found a spring, and then they bring that water from the mountains and let it just go downhill and then right into fountains. Straight shots, not no right angle turns, which water don't like, killing it, taking the energy away from it. Nah. That water still had some energy left in it. The way I do my water is I simulate basically a waterfall. I use pure distilled water, and I have a device I run it through. I restructure it, changing the molecules back to the original form to where they can actually hydrate you and benefit you. Bottled water doesn't do that. It goes right in your mouth and out the other place. You don't get hydrated from it. No. That water's dead. It's as though when you're walking in the mountains and you see a puddle and you're thirsty, are you going to drink from that puddle? Or if you see a stream, are you going to drink from that stream? Same kind of deal. Bottled water is a puddle. It's dead. It died. They killed it. And most of that bottled water is just tap water that they threw into a plastic container with microplastics all up in that shit, and it's going in you, and you got plastic all in you, and that's a fucking petroleum based product, just like all your pharmaceuticals are. Pharmaceuticals, oh my god, don't get me started on that. You don't need medication. None of you need medication. You don't have high blood pressure, you don't have low blood pressure, you don't have cholesterol problems. You don't need shit like that. If you're having issues, then you need to change your diet. Don't eat the shit that you eat, all that processed shit. If you eat lunch meats, processed lunch meats, that's the same thing. If you just eat those, that is the same thing as being a smoker for 40 years. You're going to have the same health thing. If you drink sodas, it's the same thing as being a raging alcoholic. Your liver gets fucked up, fatty liver, just the same from soda that you do from alcohol. Try and go to the store and find something that's nutritious, truly nutritious. Are the apples as nutritious as they used to be? No. Are the oranges? No. Are any of the fruits and vegetables? No. Is there a company that owns all the seeds for all those things? Yes. And if you're a local farmer and you try to grow your own shit and you don't use those seeds, what do? Monsanto's, what do? They sue you. You lose your farm. They gain your farm. They have their super farm with this genetically modified shit that we grow. They grow shit that Roundup doesn't affect. So they can soak these plants in cancer-causing Roundup, and it'll still produce. It's amazing. It's not supposed, you put poison on something, it's supposed to kill it. But they genetically modified these corn and fucking everything else so they can spray all these pesticides and chemicals on them and still grow the fruit with all of that shit in there. Like, you people don't understand because you don't have the scientific equipment to test this shit. Because if you did, oh, you'd be pissed. Y'all be wanting to march right now. Or y'all be in your backyard tilling some fucking shit and trying to grow some of your own shit. If you really want to be healthy, you need to question everything. Everything from a major corporation, just know that it's bad. They don't give a fuck. They're doing production. They don't care about your health and safety. They want your money. They're producing as much of that shit as possible, and you guys buy it because it's got a nice picture, a colorful picture on the front cover or whatever. Fucking, they got a good ad campaign, and these companies spend more on their ads than they do their product. Why is that? Why would they do that? Because we eat that shit up. Milk, it does a body good. Remember that? Milk does a body good. Where's the beef? I can't believe it's not butter. All those things cause cancer. Beef, milk, butter, all that shit causes cancer. Bad for you. Milk, that is growth hormone for a baby calf. Growth hormone fluid for a baby cow. And we drink it. We drink that pus blood shit that's pasteurized, and when they pasteurize it, they kill all the good nutritious shit out of it. They don't even, there's people who want to drink raw milk, and they say it's illegal. They raid farms that sell raw milk because the milk mafia doesn't want to lose their money, so the FDA will go in fucking with guns and raid a dairy farm for letting people buy raw milk that's not pasteurized. This is real shit. Real fucking shit. And it's all fucking corrupt, people. It's these companies, they get a little bit of money, and then they get people to get into politics, so they get these what are they called, lobbyists, and they get them in there, and they throw their money around, and they see a client or a potential candidate for a certain office, and then they throw money in his campaign, and then you owe that company, because they put all this money into your campaign, and you get elected. Well, then they come to collect. So what do they want? They want, no, you can't sell unpasteurized milk. We want that to go into to be a law or whatever the fuck, a bill or whatever, and they make that shit happen, and it happens. And it's all so that company, those milk mafia people, I'm just using that as an example. I don't know if there's a milk mafia, but there probably is. That's how things happen. That's how our world works. These politicians, they don't give a fuck about you or me. They don't live in our neighborhoods. They don't interact with the people that we interact with. They don't give a flying fuck about you or your kids or anybody. They only live in their gated communities and go to their nightly cocktail parties and shit, and they live that kind of life, a different life than we do. They do things differently than we do. They eat things differently than we do. They drink things differently than we do. They wouldn't live like we do. And we elect these people because we don't know no better. You should elect someone that you know is on your side, that isn't paid off, that maybe can make a difference. But know that it's not going to be easy. You have to get a bunch of people in there that are all working for the people, and it has to be from the lowest, cabinet member, in the fucking city boards, and then you get the state ones, and then you got to get some people that are, maybe a governor and fucking some senators and some Congress. I mean, and then again, they'll be trying to stop you, trying to push that shit down. It's a really fucked up thing, but it's the truth. And most of you don't give a fuck because you don't think that you could do anything about it. You don't think that you have any say so, and you don't even like to hear these things that I say. It makes you feel fucked up inside. You don't want to deal with it. You don't want to believe it to be true. You don't even want to hear it because it fuels something in you, because you know it's fucked up. You deep down, you know that you're getting hosed, and you don't think that there's anything that you could do about it. There's absolutely something you could do about it. We all have a voice. And hey, if you look at your water and you smell your water and it smells nasty, tastes nasty, well, it's probably nasty. Try having your water tested. See if there's a place that does it. It's probably corrupt. They're probably not going to tell you exactly what's in it because they're probably paid off by somebody or something. I don't know. Maybe someday I'm going to have that stuff to test it. You can send it to me and I'll tell you the truth about it. But I'm just looking out, trying to look out for you people, give you the real, what's really going on. So you take it or leave it. Take it or let it alone. It's up to you. I mean, these are things that I know and that I think that you should know. Now that you know, what you gonna do about it? You gonna do something about it? I mean, I haven't done anything about it but tell other people, but I'm ready to do something. I mean, I'm ready to take some comments, some feedback here. I'm ready to go to the water company. I'm ready to make them do it differently. I want them to give us better, cleaner water. This is the year 2022, and we can't get pure, clean water. Why? Why can't we? Why can't I have 100% clean, pure water when I turn on the faucet? Why can't that happen today in 2022? Is that impossible? I think not. Is there ways that we can do that? Absolutely. Is it going to cost more money? Absolutely. But I think that we can, putting our minds together, we can come up with ways to do it where it doesn't cost as much money. You can filter water naturally through sand and rock and charcoal and then have filtered water, which is better than treating it with fucking chlorine. I mean, smell chlorine. Just take a whiff of that. You want to drink that shit? You want to brush your teeth with that shit? You want to cook your coffee and your fucking pasta with that shit? Man, please, that's stupid. Straight up. You do that, you're pretty much a little stupid. I'm just saying. We should have clean, clear water in 2022. We should have nutritious fruits and vegetables in 2022. We should have meat that's not fucked up. They feed these cows corn. Cows don't eat corn. Cows eat grass. These big cow farms, beef farms, there's just cows practically stepping over each other, eating corn, shitting everywhere, walking around in their shit. Their shit, it does not benefit the environment at all. You can't do nothing with that shit. The corn shit, it's no good. It doesn't work for fertilizer. If grass-fed, when they're roaming in prairies of grass, eating grass and excreting grass, well, then that fertilizes the ground. That's not what they do. They feed cows corn. And that meat, the way they live, it's a fucked up life. And we eat that meat of a very unhappy animal, and it comes through in the quality of the food that we eat. And, you know, maybe you're not in a good mood hardly ever. It's probably because that fucking cow you're eating was pretty pissed off that he's eating corn and walking around and stepping in his piss and shit of everybody else and bumping it. I mean, they're not fucking roaming around. They're not happy. It's pretty fucked up. I eat beef. I mean, I do. And I don't want to be a hypocrite because I like meat. But I also know that that it's not happy meat. And I wish I could eat happy beef. I wish I had a farm and I could raise my own happy animals and then eat them when their time is up and be grateful for the food that they provide me. Thank you, whatever your name was. You know, I think I would enjoy that meat. I think that meat would taste better. I think that meat would be more nutritious for me. And I think I would be happier eating it. So, fuck, man. Too much for you, huh? Too much? This too much for you to handle? It's reality. Let's do something about it. I'm ready. I'm ready to march. I want to march. Let's do it. I'm down. Fucking sick of this shit. Alright, I've been rambling too long. It's time to go. Bye.